We are You Voices.
And today our topic is self-identity. So each of these posters, we will be adding things to our poster that represent us. At the end of the video, each of us will present our poster and explain why we added these little things. You know, what is a color that you guys all like and it's very meaningful and nostalgic to you?
I really love red because, well, I got the color red from a show that I watch, and like, not to make anything weird, but it's like really gory and bloody, but it's what represents this one character, and I don't know, I really love that character, and red just became my favorite color at this time. Well, what's something that makes you guys all happy?
I'll start.
Okay.
Something that makes me happy, I own my baby cousins because they're like my sunshines. I always call them my sunshines. They're so joyful, and I just love babies.
What makes me happy is, this is kind of like weird, but I like seeing people like smile and like laugh. And for me, it makes the environment for me like more opening, more like comfortable for me.
Okay. What I like is just kind of what Lily said, but like being surrounded by people you know who will be there for you in your darkest moments. Because being around the people you know is like you have a real connection with them, and you feel like that connection will last a lifetime.
Something that makes me the most happiest is talking to my dog because, like, even though my dog can make me mad sometimes, I can never stay mad at her because she gives me like that puppy face, and then like I'm just happy again. Or like when I'm sad or whatsoever, she's just there.
Okay. My perspective of my own identity has changed throughout the years, I would say. I remember in middle school, I feel like that's the phase where kids think they know it all, and I was those kids who thought they knew it all. But I was wrong, right? You do need to listen to your parents. Yes, they may not understand how you feel now, but they're generally helping you to prepare you for adulthood, and especially high school. I remember I thought I was the most non-selfish person, but I think I really did things and had no idea that it could impact others in a negative way. But now I am very open to talking to a lot of people and using my voice to advocate for things that I believe that are wrong. But I also know how to step back and understand that maybe I'm doing something as well. Taking accountability for things that I have done. And I acknowledge that I have flaws, and that's okay to have flaws. But it's not okay to not do anything about it. I always strive to do better, and I don't let challenges take me down. Instead, I use them as motivations to make me better.
I feel like I've changed, my identity has changed over the past couple of years because I used to be a super shy person, and I used to think really negatively about people, but that's where like God kind of came into my life, and I started to think positively about everybody, and I started to become more confident and open-minded to trying new things because, like I said, I was shy. I was like not open to anything. I never wanted to change. Like, I mean, I still don't want to change the way I am, but I know there's gonna be like times where I have to change for the better.
Yep, just trust God, right?
Yep, and I found peace. Peace, and one thing is, boys are not anything. And I've learned to become independent as well, and to realize that I'm the only person who can make myself happy if I think that way.
For me, it's kind of what Savannah said, like where I was like very like kind of shy, like when I was like when I first came to school, when I first knew nobody, and then I would like be quiet and like not and just like sit in the corner by myself and just like kind of make fun of people with how I don't know. I was one of those kids like where I'll be in the background looking at you and making fun of you in my mind, but then I wouldn't say it. But now I grow up, I'm like, yeah, I was such a bad kid. I was making fun of people in my mind. I would say all that stuff to them. But now I'm more of like a genuine person. I feel like I'm more comfortable talking to people that I know more than people that I just met like 2 seconds. I'm like, okay, that's for real.
I would say I have changed over the years, but it's mostly because you meet people that will end up making you change for the better, whether it's a good way or a bad way. And I also agree with Lily and Savannah because I was also a really shy kid. I would refuse to talk to people when I was younger. I wouldn't go anywhere without one of my siblings being there. I think programs like Haiku helps you connect with people in your community.
Okay, so this is my poster and I put a bunch of things on here. Like up here in the corner where it says A+, I really have a big goal on being an A+ student. So when I walk this stage one day, I will be wearing a white gown. I also have a volleyball in here because I was on the freshman team this year for volleyball, and I think I have a passion for volleyball. Down here, I have the Spotify app because I love music. I feel like I cannot live with music. And over here, down here, I put friends because I feel like friends have a big impact on you. They help you become who you are. And up here, I put Roblox because I honestly cannot live without my online friends because they have helped me go through so much things together. And down here, I put a big cat because I love cats.
Okay, so this is my poster. The first thing I drew was a beach because for me, I feel like the breeze and the water, it cools me down from all of the bad memories and what I don't really like to do. And so every time I'm at the beach, I always feel more calmer, feel more like I can be myself when I see people and I see my family having fun. My second drawing is this bamboo. I don't know why, but for some reason I just like seeing a group of bamboos on near the water because it just, for me, it looks very pretty and very beautiful, very how you say, very very special to look at. And then the third one I drew was a rainbow because honestly, when I look at the sky and it's very cloudy, it's kind of not that pretty to look at until when I see a rainbow, it reminds me of that there's still hope, that I can do better in school. I don't know why, it just makes me feel that way. And then my fourth drawing is me playing volleyball. I play volleyball for fun because honestly, I think volleyball helps me with my ability and my strength. My fifth one is a phone because I it's what Lindsay said, I like going on my music too, but I like mostly texting my friends and texting my relatives about what I'm doing, or just sending them related stuff on the internet. My last one is a notebook because when I'm feeling down, I like to write a lot in my notebook because it helps me express it without showing violence or having to give people bad energy when I'm talking to them. So I like to express it by writing it down. And that's all.
Hi, my name is Savannah and this is my self-identity poster. So first I wrote my name really big because I think my name's beautiful. I have music right here because like Lindsay said, I cannot live without music. Music is just something that I do or listen to when I feel like there's nothing else to do or when I'm just at my lowest. And I have a ball right here because I like to play sports, just don't have a favorite one. And then I have the 100 right there because that's my favorite series and that's where most of my favorite things came from and interests came from. And I have a purple heart right there because purple is my boyfriend's favorite color and he has a big place in my heart. And then I have lilies right there because it was a flower that came from the 100 and it is now my favorite flower. I drew that little leaf right there, or kind of big leaf, because I just think that color is beautiful. And I have a book right here with writings in it because I love to write. And I have a paw right here to represent my dog because my dog's my happy place and I really love my dog. And then I have tiger right here because it is my favorite animal. And I have a paw print and a written word right here that says animal because I'm an animal person and I love animals. And then I have star right here because I feel like everybody just overhypes hearts too much, and I kind of don't want to be like everyone, so stars are my favorite shade. And I have money signs here because I love money. You can never go wrong with money. And I have the cross right here because this is where my peace and positivity began through Jesus Christ. And this is my self-identity poster.
Hello again, my name is Kayla. I'm here to present my self-identity poster. So the first thing you're probably seeing is my name. I wrote my name very huge with flowers on it because it took a while for me to understand that my name is quite beautiful, despite that it's quite common. And the flowers on it represent how I learned to grow and to blossom into that name, despite how much I really did not like it, but I grew to love it. So here you're probably seeing these plus signs. So, and I drew it in pink because that shows that I'm a very positive person. Because I used to be very negative, make negative jokes, but I learned to be more loving and caring towards others. And on this corner, you can see money because I strive a lot to earn money on the side since I am just a high school student. And here I drew a pink flower because I just really love the color pink. And here is my little family because I have 2 sisters, 1 brother, and 2 parents. Right here there is a tennis ball and a tennis racket because I play tennis, and playing tennis has really changed my life, changed me physically and mentally, and learned that life is good if you want to improve yourself. And right here is a Bible verse, Proverbs 31, where it's referred to for girls to be a Proverbs 31 woman, a lady who fears God, because that is how you become great and good. And I did a little music sign because I feel like changing the things in the music I listen to also affects my mood and my whole entire personality. And you can also see I drew the cross because I am a Christian girl who loves Jesus and loves God, and he has really changed my life and flipped it over and made me whole and made me clean. And as you can see, there's a blue heart that has number 9. Number 9 has always been my number because that was the day I was born on, and I always felt like the number 9 has always followed me around since I was young. And there is blue here, or teal, because growing up everyone liked blue, and I've always liked teal because my cousins, they always wore teal, and it affected me, and I never wanted to admit that I like pink. So I drew teal and colored it around just because it's just a memory of how I don't need to follow what other people like. I can follow what I like and not be ashamed of it. And that's the end of it for me.
Thank you for listening to our self-identity discussion. We are Youth Voices. Bye!